Robux here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. Gizmo Storm is our wonderful DM for this series, so I'm gonna hand it off to him. Alright, Gizmo, take it away. Did he go AFK?
Yes, I did. I went
You
AFK.
son of a bitch!
When we left off, you guys had just woken up that morning and snuck across the roadhouse into the storeroom, where Ronald then proceeded to wild shape to get in and open the hatch. All you guys barely made it in and got the hatch relocked before the half-orc came in because he noticed that the padlock was gone. And so he checked the hatch. You guys all heard him leave. He slammed the door, made sure that it was that padlock was back on there secure. And you guys are now in the tunnel, which you guys have come to realize that's where the lizard folks or whoever has been hauling all the contraband out of the roadhouse. So what would you guys like to do?
Proceed forward very cautiously.
How dark is it in here?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's not very dark at all because when Ronald snuck in, he then cast the light cantrip so he could see to get the hatch open.
That's right. So I'm currently illuminated.
Okay. So does the tunnel only go one way from here?
Well, technically it goes two. The one way is back through the hatch into the room, and the other is away from the roadhouse.
Let's go that way, and Oscar
Wait.
takes off.
Wait, before we go, I guess I'm gonna turn to Roland and Crow. Do one of you have a dagger?
Sure.
I got plenty if you need any.
I don't need to keep it. I just I'm gonna set my hand on the dagger and recast light so it's coming from the dagger and not from me. And then I'm gonna point to it. That way, if we need to stash it quickly, it'd be much more easy to do. So now, I guess, Crow is carrying the light source on his dagger. I just blow everybody's mind. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
let's go.
Crow
What the fuck?
doesn't mind carrying it, although he does currently have dark vision.
Yeah, but the rest of us don't. Be a bro.
Alright, after following the trail for the tunnel for a while, it opens up into, it's not much of a clearing since there are trees blocking the view from the tunnel exit back towards the roadhouse. So it's pretty well sheltered and you guys can't see the roadhouse from where you're at. Basically, you guys come out in just a swamp area.
Can you move
You
us
can
there?
tell by the beaten path of which way to go towards the castle.
Castle?
Yep, you guys have heard rumors of it.
Have we?
Okay. So which way is the path on the map here?
Hi, PB&J. How was your stream?
It's roughly in the north direction, but you guys also know that that castle is through the muck and the Mirror of the Dead. And it's about 15 miles, but it is extremely difficult terrain, even with the beaten path.
So
You guys reach areas where, when you step down, you can see a little bit of water seeping up through the ground around your feet. So you know it is very mucky, and thus the difficult
Saw me
terrain.
lurking.
Subway 500 bonus 50. I saw you lurking.
Hey, thank you very, very much.
Hope yours goes
Appreciate
great.
that.
Okay, so we step
Thanks for the
carefully.
biddies, buddy. Oh no, what did you do to me? I'm gonna stay
Okay.
close to Isifa, shoulder to shoulder, weapon drawn. I don't like the look of this.
Yeah,
So
we can
roll
just
into
walk softly.
Roll into one hand in the back with a short bow with an
Rah.
arrow ready, just in case.
Phone.
After a couple hours of traveling, you guys figure you're through the terrain. You guys figure you're roughly maybe
Why did I
5,
think
6
that
hours
all-
away. You guys basically what all you hear is you can hear like little lizards running around. Every once in a while you'll like catch a glimpse of a small snake scurrying under the brush.
Small animals, you say?
Yeah, small animals.
Would you allow me to try and catch one of these small animals?
It'll kind of slow you guys down for you to attempt that. And keep in mind, it is difficult terrain. So they can scurry away pretty fast.
It might be worth it.
Try.
What would you do with one?
Turn to Isifa. Well, I would talk to it, of course. To see
You
if
have to catch it to talk to it? Can't you just talk to it out there?
they are but small things, frightened creatures. They would run for my immense size. I would much prefer to grab hold of it so it cannot run. Then we will speak. But if you do not feel this is important, then we can continue on.
I feel like it could help. You can try
Well,
it.
I'm not sure what these creatures would have to tell us that we couldn't simply observe.
Maybe they have seen where they have went, what they have carried. Maybe they
I think
could.
it's worth it.
Maybe the creatures could tell us if there was an ambush lying up the trail.
Fair enough.
As you say ambush, an arrow goes whistling between the party members. Doesn't hit anyone, but it's obvious that somebody is listening to you guys, and they took a shot at you.
Alright,
Okay.
so Osfa crouches and looks the direction it came from.
I'll raise my shield. You should have let me speak to the snake! Yeah, which direction did the arrow come from? Just from up to the north, or?
That
Oh,
direction.
from the from right there. I can clearly see them now.
Cool, what do you suppose those are?
I know what those are. They're not fun.
Well, considering they shot an arrow in your direction, it's obvious that they are hostile. Angry Crow, what would you like to do?
Crow will move up to join the rest of the party. Just to about here. he'll draw his Dragon Slayer short sword, and he will take the dodge action and just kind of shout over and ask them, what is it you want?
And they do not reply back. Asifa.
Okay, fine. It's still difficult terrain?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I can only get that far, and I will prepare to stab anything that
Gizmo should be a better shot. What, you
approaches me
fool!
hostilely.
Lou, what would you like?
Let's see. Perfect.
That's right, he got a new toy.
Drop this boy. Oh, that sucks.
I got you, dog.
Thank you.
So that was a fireball for 25.
Alright, you drop the fireball, and one of the pure bloods manages to pass. The others all take 25 points of damage.
Woo!
And that is it.
Even the pass takes half, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, now it is the Yunti Maleson's turn. That one is going to move up to there. He's going to cast that at Lou.
What is that?
Suggestion.
What is he suggesting Lou do?
Exactly, yeah, that's my concern.
Well, you need to make the roll no matter what.
He's going to suggest that you stand there like a statue and not move.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Okay, what I need.
Make your save?
It's a wisdom save.
Great.
Okay, well, you know what to do.
Or not?
The other Yunti is going to make the exact same spell cast at Asifa. Same suggestion.
Okay.
It's the name of the snake from the Jungle
what is
Book.
this ring of spell turning?
I'd imagine it's not a...
Oh crap, I have one of those too.
It is a suggestion. He's going to tell you to stand there like a statue.
Okay. So I get advantage on it.
I would add advanced too, but it's fine.
Oh, she didn't put it on her shit. Ring of spell turning.
Ugh, didn't do me much good.
Alright, well, you know what you're doing.
No, it's not.
That was the Yunti Melsons. Now it is the
Advantage on
Purebloods.
saving throws against spells to target you and only you. You roll a 20, the spell has no effect. Oh, you bounce it back. It's, God damn it. I don't know why it's going to bother me so much.
Alright, same spell from the first Yunti. Cast at Rano.
Was it wisdom save?
Yes, it's a wisdom save. The second one is going to cast Suggestion at Crow.
Okay.
So,
And the third one is going to cast Suggestion at Finron.
you or any of your companions damage the target. Woo-wee.
Damn it. Ooh, wait, I think since I'm an elf, I have something against being charmed.
Advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Okay, so let me roll that again.
Technically, that would still be a fail because
Yeah.
the first number was the first roll, so you rolled a nat 1 twice on the wisdom save. So you are also standing there like a statue.
Yeah, that's how I would have rolled.
Rano, it is now your turn.
Which of the purebloods was the one that was trying to charm Finrond? I mean, I would have seen them like looking at him casting the spell. It's this one here. Okay. So I know I said I totally wasn't gonna do it, but I may have lied because I'm totally doing it. And I would like 8 CR 1/4.
Oh no.
Doo-doo. 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 We need to break their concentration. Doo-doo. Something swampy.
All right.
Alright, what you got?
You just summoned 8 giant centipedes.
Cool. Okay, I have no idea why, but my I was trying to type to open it up and it totally just went crazy. Maybe it was because I was holding the Alt key. I have no idea, but I instead of opening up my compendium and pulling out the giant centipede tokens, it opened up my favorites and I went to Diablo fans. So I don't know. Let's try that again. Okay, so here we go. Put them into the tracker. Initiative 22. That's one deferred. Okay, and that's his action. He's just gonna move over here, and then I'll set them actually into squares and end my turn.
Alright, Finron, you are a statue. Roland, it would be your turn.
Alright, well, I had an arrow ready, so I'm aiming at this one right here.
Nat 20 for Isifa.
Did a 23 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright,
It's almost like a
then
smart.
I'll reload another arrow and that's it.
So that was the one on Finn?
Yes. Anything else rolling?
He said he was done.
Nope, that was it.
Crow the statue.
Crow's not a
No,
statue.
wait a minute. You passed actually. So it's your turn.
Alright, so Crow's gonna first of all move up. He already has his weapon out. He's gonna slash at the guy in front of him. He has allies next to him as well, so
Oh,
Ooh.
ignore the bottom right because it's not a dragon. Unless it is a dragon.
I don't get it.
I would say that definitely hit.
Okay. Crow's gonna move a little bit. He is going to use his flurry of blows
Wait,
to attack the one.
how far did you move? It's all difficult terrain.
Oh, it's all difficult terrain. My bad.
Yes.
My bad.
The entire landscape is difficult terrain.
So,
Those are friendly caterpillars. I summoned them.
alright, so that's 40. Yeah, alright, so yeah, I'll just use flurry of blows and attack him 2 more times.
I don't think I care about adding
Ignore
those.
the sneak attacks.
Okay. And you have any other actions?
Yep, just move back again. End of turn.
Then it's also for the statue. Now we move to the giant centipedes.
Still same as before. Just I do it for ease of play, or do you want to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, they only have one thing that they can do, so they're all gonna bite people. We'll do the 2 up here on the guy that's concentrating on Isifa. I'm guessing those both miss. Then we
Yes,
have
they do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the one in the middle. Miss, 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 miss. And we have one guy here. He's gonna chomp at the Malison. 13?
13 is actually a hit.
Woo! So he takes. Oh, no, he doesn't. Well, I don't know that. He takes 4 piercing and probably not 9 poison. You're right, okay. That's it for the centipedes. No, not AL.
Lou?
Going to throw an Eldritch Blast at this one on the very.
If it was an AL game, instead of showing cast names here, it would show the Adventure League logo.
That hits, and that one dies.
And then I'll throw the second Eldritch Blast at the mouth.
Alright, which one were you hitting?
Blue-faced dude.
Alright, that also hits, but he is still standing.
And that's it.
Alright. 3715 on the wild magic table.
It is now the Untitled Malison's turn. He's going to attack the centipede directly below him.
And who's the target? Do we want to look first? 3715. When caster next cast his next spell, they become hopelessly lost. That's party breaking. We're just gonna re-roll. Do an exclamation 10 1D, is it 1D10K? That would be too hard to work in. Me, I would try.
And the centipede directly below him takes 4 points of damage and dies. The other one is going to attack the one directly to his left. Well, if I open the right sheet, he will. There we go.
I don't remember how to roll it.
And the one directly to his left also takes 4 damage and dies.
Exclamation D, 10K.
It is
Hey,
the Pureblood's
5644.
turn. And surprise, surprise, the Pureblood is going to cast Suggestion.
Target exudes an offensive stench but refuses to believe it. Okay.
And she is going to target Rano.
Yeah, nah, I'm counterspelling.
Suggestion is a what level spell? Ooh, please.
Second.
Third. You know, second. Second. Yep.
All right. Thank you. Just to slide in real quick. It seems that the counterspell is infused with some of the latent energies from the swamp, and Lou begins to exude a very foul and rancid stench. You will have disadvantage on charisma checks until he takes a long rest.
Are you kidding me?
You got surged, baby.
Alright. And the second ENT basically can smell Lou from where he's at, is not happy about that counter spell. And she's also going to cast Suggestion at Lou. Her suggestion is going to be, you need to gather up all the weapons from your party and put them in a pile.
I also have a ring spell turning, so I have advantage.
Wait, we got 2 of those things?
Yeah, I had the first one, and then I think Isfa got the second one.
Yes, Gizmo is DM, but whenever there's Twitch interactions, I usually drop those in.
Okay, what does the ring do?
It gives him advantage on spell checks that are only against him, and if he gets a nat 20 on the check, he reflects it back at the caster.
And he didn't do any better with it than I did.
Yeah.
You are now going to start gathering everyone's weapons on your turn to try and put them into a pile for the Unti.
I want to see what he does with Crow's weapons.
I'll take his dagger or sword.
Well, right now you're next to Rano.
I don't know. Speaking of Rano, it is now your turn.
Oh, well, I have my Centipede friends out there. I would run up. Wait, I don't think I can get that far. It's rough. It's difficult terrain, and I don't have the thing yet. No, I won't run up. I can't get that far. So instead, I guess I'm just gonna throw a produce flame at the Malison.
Which Malison were you targeting?
The one closest to me.
Alright, that hits, and that one dies.
Alright, and then that is it.
And that's the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, then Finrod, it is now your turn.
I take a step back from Lou since he smells so rancid, and take aim at the wounded Yanti female and let loose a firebolt.
Ooh. It's a hit.
And that firebolt squarely hits her in the chest, but she's still standing.
Hi, Kiki. How'd you get in here?
Okay, and as a bonus action, I give a Bardic Inspiration die to Lou.
For what?
Does that give me a D6 to use on any roll? Is that what it is?
No.
Yes.
It's not any roll. It's ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's not the official text. It doesn't matter. Let's keep things moving.
Roland, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, already I'm attacking. Up. This one right here.
Alright, that can hit. I didn't see your ping though.
This one right here. Or the female in the bottom right.
Yep, I got her.
Lou is
Was she
free.
concentrating on?
She was concentrating on Lou.
Excellent.
Alright, then I load another arrow and that's my turn.
Angry Crow.
Okay, Crow's gonna move up again. To here. It's gonna slash the Yuan-Ti to his southeast.
Can I communicate telepathically with the conjured
Have an ally
animals?
next to it.
Piece and pieces appears. This creatures friendly to you. Roll for initiative. You obey commands. You do that. No.
Alright, that hit.
Okay, and yep, I'll use another. Actually, I'll just use a bonus action unarmed strike against the other one. Again, ignore the sneak attack for the second one.
Why not just toggle it off
Alright, that also hits.
instead of saying just ignore the sneak attack every round? Just toggle it off.
And to there.
Then it's off of the statue's turn. And now we move to the giant centipede.
I didn't give them any new commands, so they're just gonna keep doing what they were doing before, attacking the Malison at the top. Oop, wrong sheet. 12 misses. 1, 2, 3, 4 against the pureblood in the center.
With that first bite, she dies.
Okay, with her dead, they are going to move to the closest one, and we'll get 2 more attacks against the Malison. 10. Attack for 4.
Alright, that hits.
I'm hoping he drops concentration.
Yeah.
Alright, and then another 4.
That also hits.
Hoping he drops concentration. Hey!
Yes.
Alright, this guy, let's see, closest would be straightforward. We got 2 on the pure blood on the bottom. 20 is hit for 4, I think.
And with that attack, that one dies.
That's all the centipedes.
All right, Stinky, Lou, it is your turn.
I'll use my bardic inspiration against the last one.
All right, that Eldritch Blast
I
does
did
hit.
that wrong.
Yeah, whoa, what?
Yeah, I'm meant to put 1d6, but it did not work right. It did just 6.
Still 18 plus 5.
I mean, it's still...
Without that 6. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a hit.
6, it was...
Here, let me
And
check
then
your...
there's a second.
Is this for your mod?
What, the 6? That was
Yeah.
for the bardic inspiration.
Oh, well, you wouldn't add it into the spell. You would. I'll show you after the game.
All right, he's got disadvantage, correct?
Who?
Why would he have disadvantage?
Isn't that what the poison gas gave him was disadvantage?
On charisma.
Charisma skill checks.
Okay.
Persuasion, deception.
Charisma-based skill checks. All right, got it.
Because he stinks. People don't want to interact with him.
All right.
That's why I
blasts
clarified.
Are very powerful. They do hit, but somehow the Yanti's still standing.
Well, that's it for me.
Don't kill my buggies. Hi, Toronto Gosh.
Right.
That's going
It
good.
is the Yanti's turn.
Well, I mean, Yantis ambushed us as we were moving through the swamp, and they cast their innate suggestion on half the party, so I summoned a bunch of centipedes to make them drop concentration.
He's going to try to move over
where we
there
are so far.
he can attack Ossifa.
That's a hit.
Okay, Ronald, it is your turn.
Wait a minute. He was here? He would provoke
He
AO.
was there, and yes, I did stall, and I didn't hear anything, so...
Well, I'm sorry, I'm running a stream.
Yep, okay.
So it looks like 9?
Alright, Ossifa, you would not have taken that damage because that attack of opportunity would have killed him before he made it to you.
Excellent.
And that will end combat.
Got like 6 rounds of the creatures left. I'm gonna just tell them, spread out, search for any more intruders, and see if they report anything back. No?
Half of them get eaten by birds before they make it anywhere.
That would make me sad.
It would have to be a pretty big bird since they are giant centipedes.
They are giant centipedes, yes.
They were giant birds.
If it matters at all, they have blind sight, 30 feet. So if there's anybody kind of waiting around, I guess they would know.
And they come back just before the spell ends and let you know that there is nothing in the immediate vicinity.
Cool. So being assured by my Fey friends that we are safe, I'm gonna check on the rest of the party. Is everyone okay?
I really would like a bath. The swamp is just not nice.
Huh. What about you,
Yeah, I would
Isifa?
really
Are
like
you
Lou
fine?
to have a bath too. I would really like Lou to have a bath too.
Ditto to that.
I think it's just like the swamp is just like mud and dirt just in my clothes. And I don't know why.
I'm sure you could wash yourself in the river here.
I don't know. The river just looks just as bad as the swamp.
Yeah. Ugh.
Upon mentioning the river and looking at it, you can tell that it's just water seeping up through the ground. It's not an actual river. It's just a low spot in the ground where water's seeping up through it.
Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look very cleanly.
And we're off.
I suppose we should continue then. Stay close.
Yeah.
This swamp is quite dangerous. It's not called the Mere of Dead Men for nothing. Hey!
After
439.
2 more hours of very uneventful travel, let's back you guys up here on the map just a little bit first.
4-3. If target attempts to teleport, their nervous system stays behind. For Isifa. Oh, well, that's never gonna happen. I'll tell you what, I will put it in their bio on the DM page. And then if it ever happens,
Up ahead, you guys can see a campfire
it'll lead
that
to
is
some
sitting
hilarity.
on a stone platform to keep it up out of the water. You see a few lean-tos against some of the trees, and what looks like carved out canoes
She won't
along
die.
the edge
She'll
of the
just
water. Where that river is now
be
is
unable
black
to
water
fly.
north of that. Those areas of green right there are actually just water.
Okay.
Okay. So the blue streams are the little bits of land then? Or is it just all just murky water?
It is all black, murky water on the northern part. Basically, in these areas here where you see green is murky water.
And how high is the water? Is this like we're swimming in it, or is it just like waist deep, we're wading difficult terrain?
When you approach the water, you can tell that it varies in depth. The bottom is very soft, so you're not sure how deep it actually is. It could be a foot of muck, it could be 3 feet of muck. The water height itself varies. Some areas the muck is lower, some areas it's only seems like it's like the water's 2 feet deep.
So, what Rana will do is they'll kind of just, everyone near me, just careful where you step. I've experienced things like this before in my travels. I'm going to take my staff, and I'm going to walk with it like in front of me, poking at the ground before I advance. So I would be moving at like half speed, very carefully, making sure that there's not a drop off that we're going to accidentally step into. Would we be able to navigate through safely that way?
Up there is where the water is, where I moved your token to.
Sure.
Didn't. So
Bear in
this
mind, you
camp
guys
looks
have
like
been-
it's been.
Keep in mind, you guys have been traveling. You've only gone maybe 7 miles or so, but with the difficult terrain, your movement was slowed, and it's taken you guys the better part of the entire day. I mean, it's going to start getting dark here real quick.
How long does it look like it's been since this camp has been used? And you said there were boats here?
There are canoes leaning against one of the
That's bait.
against one of the trees, or against the lean-tos that are up against the trees.
What is there anything that's been left around? Maybe bags or any sort of container, or is it just the canoes and the
I'm not
lean-tos?
going to draw a deck card. Instead, the party will get 2 table eye items.
2 table eye items. Okay, dude. Roll me 2 d20s. Oh god, this is gonna be bad.
There we go. You guys should be able to see where the canoes are. Basically, they're a small flat boat. There is a couple of them along that area,
Scarab of protection.
leaning up against one of the lean-tos, which is leaning against a tree.
And
So I'm assuming that since there's a campfire, the area around it is going to be a little firmer, like it's going to be above water.
It
Alright,
is above water.
Alright, I'm
Where
gonna
the
have to
lean-tos are, you can see it's
ahead.
not completely dry, but it is drier.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to look for footprints to see if I can identify who's been around here.
And how long ago?
Yes.
Alright, that will be a nature roll, please.
A nature roll.
Ooh.
Alright, Asta, as far as you can tell, the people that were here, it looks like they come and go on a daily basis. It looks like no one's been at this particular site for maybe most of the day. It looks like
Oh my
they
god.
would have left early in the morning, where you can see that nature is slowly erasing their footprints. And it looks like they
Thank you
headed
very
farther
much
north,
for the
deeper
donation, but I
into the
appreciate
area
that
of
very
the
much.
Deadman.
It really means a lot. And for those of you that aren't already
Was there
aware,
anything
your
left
subs, donations,
around
your
the
bits,
campsite?
that all goes towards helping support our community. Helps
In one
keep
of
me and the
the
stream
lean-tos,
alive.
you
Helps
guys do
keep
see,
the
like,
DMs supplied with
dried meat.
hardcovers,
You find, like,
modules, and other things so that they
birds
can run
and
games for the
lizards that have been
community. So
squashed
thank you very much
and
for that.
dried out in the sun.
So what signs do we see? So the the trail we've been following comes through here. Is there a clear indication of where that trail goes? Is that the one that continues north?
The trail that you guys followed up comes up to this campsite. It was clear that the people that made that trail do it on a daily basis, and it comes straight to this campsite, and from this campsite,
Okay.
no other trail walks away, so you can safely assume that they take the boats and continue the journey by boat.
Okay, well, so anybody have boating skills? I surely don't, but
No, but it may be worth taking our chances anyway. This will doubtlessly speed up our pace.
I can turn into some type of aquatic creature, and I could swim and push the boat.
Is there oars with the boat? Or
Here.
paddles?
What can I turn into? frog.
There are paddles in the boat.
I mean, we have paddles. How hard could it be? I mean, you just kind of push one way, and you switch around.
Any other aquatics
I
that
mean,
no.
It's a boat. I'm sure it's not
No,
that.
it's just giant frog. Wait, do I not have giant toad? I gotta have giant toad.
While Lou is discussing that, Ronald, from where you are standing, you can hear some boats in the water, and you can hear some guttural language that you don't understand, but you can see some boats coming in the distance, heading straight for this camp.
I'm going to walk the rest of the party, relay that information. What should we do? Do we hide?
Hide.
Yeah, hide.
Hide.
Get in the lead-tos, the canoes.
Yes.
Turn to a spider.
Quick, everybody, get in this boat. I'd imagine I can barely fit inside.
There's actually 3 boats there, and they are big enough to carry. I mean, but looking at the boat, it looks like it's big enough to hold 5 people without gear, or 2 or 3 with gear.
I'm gonna point at Crow. Can you do your magic once more?
I have had no opportunity to regain my strength. I'm afraid not.
On that note, instead of trying to stealth, I'm just gonna we're just
wait, I got an idea.
we're just gonna wild shape because we need to get small. I'm gonna turn into a little frog.
How is it?
I belong
bright
here.
Outside, or is it bright outside, or did you say it was dim? Like, because it was getting dark.
It is getting later in the day, so it is dim out. It's not quite dusk yet, but you can tell it's getting darker, and it's getting dark fast.
Okay, I'm going to stand by a tree, kind of where it's darker, and my one invocation, one with the shadows. When I am in dim light or darkness, I can become invisible until I move or do anything. Invisible time.
Alright. Everybody finished with their stealth and spells and...
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, and we've had no rest since the roadhouse, right?
Correct. Rano, from where you're at, you can see what looks like 3 or 4 boats pull up onto basically the shore, and lizard folk start climbing out of them, heading towards the camp.
Mm-hmm. I'm just a little frog. Hippity hop. Ribbit.
You guys can see that some of the lizard folk head over towards one of the lean-tos and start grabbing some of the dried food that's in there. 2 others head over to the campfire to relight the campfire.
Where does it say? You end it as a bonus action, right? I'm sorry, what were you...
And a few others head over towards the lean-to with the boats that you guys happen to be hiding behind. They are bringing... Some of them are dragging the boats so they can basically store the boats. If you guys are still hiding, I need a stealth check.
Does that include Frogano?
Does that
No, that does not include Froggo or Mr. Invisible as long as he doesn't move.
That's all we need, another stealth check? Or does the one we rolled earlier count?
I don't think he asked you to roll one earlier.
Oh, I saw everybody rolling stealth, and I figured that since we were hiding behind the boats, we would roll stealth.
Are you gonna make a check?
Sure. I guess I'll reroll.
Alright. Finrond, they spot you, and you can see some of them are basically like holding their nose like something is really stinky that shouldn't be there, but they're not sure what it is.
Okay, but they have found me out.
Yep, they can see you, and they immediately shout to the others, Interconic, which only you and Crow understand, that there's intruders hiding in the
What?
boats.
Oh, because it's CR0.
Okay, in which case I get ready for battle.
Alright, Lou, you are completely hidden. They don't know you're there. They can smell you, but they don't see you. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna keep standing still until someone else does something first. I'm just gonna stand here.
Roland, you are still hidden. They don't know you're there. What would you like to do?
Alright, well, something's happening, and I don't know what, but I will just hop out and come swinging with a short sword at this thing.
I mean, it's a hit, but you would have advantage from being hidden.
And that does hit.
Alright, and on the follow-up for the offhand as well. Ignore the sneak on that one. And that's it.
Frogger?
I'll move myself over here, and then you mechanically use a bonus action and wild shape, and then I will be casting a spell. But mechanically, like thematically, it's he's hopping along, teeny tiny frog, and he hops. And then when he hops, the frog he's just gonna look around, and then he's gonna drop the wild shape and rapidly expand into his humanoid form. And then as he kind of like propels upward from this rapid growth, he's gonna bring his staff down and slam it in the space in front of him, once again conjuring the fey spirits of the swamp to come to his aid. Because there are a lot of lizard folk here. Except this time, we're going to go 4 beasts of CR 1/2.
Alright, I will give this one to you. Crocodile.
Cool. I'm actually very grateful for that, because I was looking at the wild shapes I had selected for myself based on my location, and yeah, I didn't have anything with the swim speed other than a regular toad. That was I was totally supposed to pick giant toad, and I screwed that up. So yay, animal with swim speed. Alright, that's all of Rano's actions. He is finished. And he shouts to them, "Kill them!" I know, super dramatic.
And hearing Rano say that, Osipa stands up and whirls and attacks with her scimitar, the one that's closest.
Did you go into rage?
I did not.
Alright, just making sure, because it still shows the rage damage.
Yeah, where is that? Yeah, okay, I
And that
unchecked it.
attacks.
Is he still up?
Yes, he is.
I didn't pay attention to how much was done before. Okay, so second attack. Oops, not ignore the 19, it's the 15. It was just slow to hit it, so I hit it a second time.
And that one falls over dead.
And so I step forward and I attack the next one immediately to my right with the offhand. And then that will end my turn.
Alright, that attack hits. Then Angry Crow, you are still
4
hidden,
attacks?
and it is your turn.
No, 3.
Okay,
The first
so
one she rerolled.
Crow, sort of sneaking around, will just kind of crawl forward, sort of low to the ground, kind of, and then just pop up, slash it with like an uppercut slash with his new Dragon Slayer sword. And actually, I'm going to roll that again because it should have been an advantage.
And with advantage, that one hits.
Okay. And then he's going to hit him with an unarmed strike. Or maybe not.
That does not hit.
And then he's just going to slide him back. So is the ground around here a little more maneuverable then? Is it like firmer and not difficult terrain anymore?
It is still the same mucky ground. There are a few areas, like around the campfire, around the lean-tos, that is drier. But for the most part, it's the same terrain you guys traveled all day.
Okay. End of turn.
And now it is the crocodile's turn.
The crocodiles are gonna do crocodile things. This one on my left attacking the guy below. This guy down here attacking the guy to his left. I like these crocodiles.
Yeah, they're great.
This guy in the middle attacking the guy to his right. And then this guy on the right, he would just move forward and attack the same guy. They're dumb animals, right? Alright.
And that one that was grappled is now dead.
And done.
Finrond, it is now your turn.
Okay. I am going to shoot the wounded lizard man right there with a firebolt.
And that firebolt misses and hits the ground next to the crocodile that's got him grappled.
Alright. That's it.
Okay, now we're up to the lizard folk. Finron and Crow, you're the only two that can understand what's being shouted, but you can hear one of the lizard folk yelling, "Take them captive, we can haul them to the castle."
It's true.
The others are saying, "No, kill them. They brought the croc in here." Everybody can hear that one of the lizard folks, every once in a while, he'll have a broken comment in there that's, you'll hear things like "want to help"
Right.
or "talk alone," but you can't quite tell which one it is that said that, especially since you are in the heat of battle. That lizard folk is going to move up, and he is going to attack the lizard, or the crocodile, right next to him.
There's one here. Yep.
Alright, the other three up here above the campfire, they're all going to attack that crocodile right next to him. Here's the first one.
Oh, this one here. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. He's dead.
Disregard the last four.
Yeah, all four.
Well, the last four is the first attack of the next one.
Yeah, well, that all of those together, he's dead. Oh no.
Alright. The one that moved up next to the crocodile still has his second attack.
Okay. Okay.
And the other one next to Rano is going to attack Rano.
Uh-oh. Okay. I would have had advantage on the roll anyway. I have Warcaster.
The one next to the crocodile at the bottom,
I barely passed.
does his two attacks. Both of them miss.
Is it this one? Okay.
It's that one there on the very bottom, attacking that croc, but he missed with both attacks. While grappled, that means his movement speed is reduced to 0, right?
Yep, that's all.
They're actually restrained as well from the crocodile's bite.
Does it say that on the crack bite? I would be lying if I said I wasn't paying attention. Oh, they are restrained. So they would have dis.
Alright, so the one that's still grappled has disadvantage then?
Yep.
Aren't both of those grappled?
Yep.
And the one is going to attack with 2 melee attacks on the one that has him grappled.
Okay. 12 will still hit it.
He's going to attack the one that's got him grappled
Yes,
on
yep.
the bottom.
1 hit.
Then the last lizard folk. You're all gonna hear in broken common him say stop. And then he will throw a javelin at the crocodile on the top.
Oof.
That will end the lizard folk's turn. Lou, it is now your turn.
I'm gonna kind of whisper over to Crow. Do you think we should stop and surrender?
Hell no.
There's no need for us to surrender, but
Well, I mean, they'll take us.
One
They'll
of them
take us
wants-
to the castle.
but they'll disarm us. I mean, not much of a problem for me, but
Alright,
definitely a problem
your
for
turn
somebody.
is 6 seconds long. You don't have time for a long, drawn-out conversation.
Well, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this one right here.
And it dies.
And then I'll hit the one next to it with.
And that also hits.
And that's it.
Roland, it is now your turn.
Okay, I am going to use my bonus action to face step and get over to here. And then attack this one in front of me with the short sword.
And that hits.
Then that's it.
Rano, it is your turn.
Yeah. Rano is gonna do something. I don't know what something is. But I think we are going to yeah, we'll shillelagh bash the guy next to me. Hit for 9.
Yes, it does.
And then commanding the crocodiles, protect me, kill them, and then that's it.
Safa?
Okay, first attack against the one that's grappled in front of me. Second attack against him.
And he dies.
Can I squeeze up between these crocs up into this spot here? I mean, difficult terrain, but I've got 20 feet in difficult terrain.
Okay, one, it's difficult terrain to begin with, which cuts your movement, and two, moving through an ally's space is also classified as difficult terrain, so it's going to cost you 3 times your movement to move past the crocs.
I know. There's a lot of them.
So that would be 25 feet essentially to get there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go around down. Didn't want to, but okay, so I'm coming down here.
There's a lot of lizard folk.
Okay.
I'm looking up. I'm looking up what the range is. 10 feet. Sorry, Roland, but it's only 3.
Roland take 3, the Croc takes 3, and both those lizard folk also.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, that's into your turn. So, Angry Crow, it is now your turn.
Okay, so Crow is going to, I guess, move a little bit. Not that it does much good. I guess he's just going to move to that. He is going to call out in Draconic. If any of you want to talk, throw down your weapons. Otherwise, you won't leave here alive. End of turn.
Alright,
Well, he'll say in common, I've told them to surrender.
You can see a couple of them looking at you, glaring as they grip their weapons even tighter, but none of them drop their weapons. Crocodiles?
Crocodiles are told to protect me. This one here is gonna bite the guy to the north of him. Nope, no, he's not.
He's gonna snap at him and miss.
This one, he's just gonna waddle right over here, and he'll snap at him too, and also miss. And then this
Yes, that misses
guy
as well.
down here, this one here, the one on the top of the 2. Okie dokie. Well, that was not productive.
Alright. All 3 of us taking their little snips at him and missed.
Done.
Turn around.
Okay. I'm just going to aim another firebolt at the lowermost lizard man.
And the firebolt harmlessly passes between the lizard man and Roland.
Okay, and as a bonus action, I will give an inspiration die to Roland.
Alright, it is now the lizard folk's turn. The one on the bottom, we'll start on the bottom and work our way up. The bottom one is going to attack Roland.
Miss. That second one hit.
The next one up will attack the crocodile right next to him. Alright, the one in the very middle is going to attack the crocodile next to him. The second from the top is going to attack Rana.
Ooh.
And the one on the very top is going to mutter enough. He's going to throw a javelin at Finrod. Obviously, it's going to miss, but he's still throwing it in that direction.
Good job, Giz.
And for those who are wondering, is because someone gave me a nat 1 and it missed. It is now loose.
Who was that? Whoever it is, I love you!
I'm gonna throw another blast at this one next.
Alright, that hits.
Throw a second one at him too.
And he falls over dead.
That's it.
Roland.
Alright, Roland's marching through this muck here. To attack this one here. Is it for a short sword? Nope.
And that misses.
And then I'm going to use the offhand. I use the Bardic Inspiration before I do the roll, correct?
No.
Is it after?
With Bardic Inspiration, you can choose to use the Bardic Inspiration die after you see the result, but before it's declared if it's a hit or a miss. So you have to kind of slow roll things when there are Bardic dice out.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to attack with the offhand and ignore the sneak attack on that. So then, after that, that's it. I won't use the Bardic.
Alright. Rano, it is your turn.
I'm hurt pretty bad. Rano ain't no chump though. Hey! I hit that guy in front of me with my quarterstaff.
And that hits.
Yeah, take that. And then where is it? There it is. And give myself a little boost. He says pedantically, and I'm done.
Asifa, it is now your turn.
Asifa's moving here. I am going to use. I'm going to recklessly attack the guy below me, and I have a. Actually, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am. I'm going to recklessly attack, but I also have a nat 20.
Ow.
Dreadful damage. Ugh.
I need another d6 though.
No, it rolled the crit.
No, actually I don't, because the nat 20 put it in there already.
Yeah, because I had a nat 20 on the advantage roll.
Bum deal.
I know. So I'm going to hit him again with my second attack.
And that hits.
Alright, so he'll get the offhand attack too then.
And he falls over dead.
And she turns to face the other guy at end of turn.
Crow, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Right, so Crow will shrug and say in Draconic, well, you had your chance, and begin to move. I'll move up to this one here and give him a good old stabbing. And give him a swift kick. And that will end his turn.
Alright, both of those hit, and he is still standing. It is now the Crocodile's turn.
Ha ha ha! Ha ha! They're gonna attack the wounded ones. Chomp, chomp. Do they survive?
One of them survived, and the other one died.
You really did it that way? Well, there's that at least. That's it.
Finrod, it is your turn.
A firebolt towards the grappled one.
You have advantage.
And that one dies, leaving one lizard folk left alive. As that one fell, you hear the other one scream in broken common, "But why?" And then it is his turn. That lizard folk is going to attack the crocodile right next to him. Non-lethal damage.
Okay. Even if he attacks it non-lethally, because of conjure animals, once it's reduced to 0 hit points, it disappears with a pop as it returns to the Feywild.
Yeah, but the lizard folk doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't. So he may have been trying to attack it non-lethally, but to all of us, it looks like he just killed my crocodile. Murderer!
He's then going to move up next to Crow. And again, non-lethal, he's going to use his second attack.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And then he's going to try to back away.
What was Crow
Okay.
concentrating on?
That was
I
his
think-
pass without trace from before.
Yeah, he just didn't take it off. Yeah, I'm gonna opportunity attack him.
And with that, he's going to holler, "Ow, stop," and continue to move away for the rest of his max movement speed. Lou, it is your turn.
I'm gonna pop around the rock and throw an Eldritch Blast at him. And then throw a second.
And thus dies Snapjaw.
Is that the end of combat?
With all the threats dead, that is the end of combat.
I'm gonna look around the battlefield. Is everyone okay?
Oh,
Yes,
fine.
fine.
There were a
Lizard
great
folk
number of them.
was- Yes, but that lizard folk was trying to tell us something.
Yes, but it was hard to understand him. And every time he spoke, he continued to attack us.
I even gave him the opportunity to surrender, and they continued to fight.
I suppose, but perhaps we could still learn something useful from him if you were willing to heal him, Rano.
If Giz allows it. Typically, when NPCs are reduced to 0, they're dead. They don't go unconscious like players do.
Yeah, NPCs do not get saving throws on death. At 0, he dead.
Did I do the smart thing? No, I didn't do the smart thing. I always tell myself I'm gonna prep Speak with Dead, but then I never do.
Well, let's see what we can learn from him, and I'm gonna search.
Yes, search all the bodies. Maybe they'll have supplies that we can take on our journey. And
Well, we know there's supplies in the lean-tos. But
Well,
yeah, let's search.
yeah, I'm gonna step on toes for a minute because we have some more loot from Twitch. The leader here is wearing a necklace with what looks to be a swamp beetle around it, and it's very fine, much unlike anything else that's around. And tucked in his pouch is a what appears to be an adamantine rod with several buttons pressed into it.
Okay. So what do we have? A rod and a. Who can use a rod and a necklace? Who wants?
Well, we
I
don't.
would always happily take
We don't know what
necklace, but-
anything does because we can't identify.
I know.
It. Maybe if we push one of those buttons.
Here, you do
Yeah.
it. And she hands it to him, and she stands way back.
So he's handling the rod, right? And he pushes the second button. And when he does, a blade pops out of the top of the rod and catches on fire. Whoa!
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Guys, did you see this?
Yeah, fire. It's a fire stick.
I'm gonna press the first button, and the blade retracts, and two flanged sides pop out, revealing a battle axe. Oh, this is nice.
That's different. How do we trust? And Asfa turns to the others. Do we trust him with an axe?
He already has an axe.
Now I have two axes.
Maybe you should give that to somebody else.
No.
I mean, an axe would be useful to maybe like Asfa, you know.
How would I do
Or a
Yeah,
sword.
why would she use
As a sword.
mechanically,
Press
it's
the other
a
button.
long sword, so it's not like she could dual wield it. Press the
It's
other
not
button.
a slashy
Yeah.
thing. That's a
Okay.
That's a pokey thing.
Yeah.
Not a slashy
Let's
thing.
press all the buttons. He presses the third button and it elongates and it becomes a very long spear. And it's like it just kind of like spring loads out as it telescopes into the spear.
So it's a Swiss Army rod.
It is. I've heard of these before, but I do not remember the name. Pressing another button, it transforms into like a battering ram with a handhold on the front and on the back. And hitting the last button, it turns back into the rod. At which point, it functions like a mace.
Well, it seems useful.
Well, so do you want to try out the necklace thing too?
I don't know how to test its magic.
Wait, are we sure it's magical?
What does it look like again?
It looks like it has a swamp beetle on it. Look. And how do we know it's magic? Well, I'm a furball. I can detect magic with furball magic. Oh yes, definitely magic.
Wow.
Yes.
I was gonna use this rod that I got that
This-
can detect magic for.
This
No.
necklace
Yeah,
has a very strong aura of abjuration magic. I turned to
What's
Lou.
abjuration?
I turned to Lou like he's an idiot, even though Isifa asked the question. Abjuration magic is the school of magic dealt with protection.
Protection. Ooh. Well, so what do we do with it?
Well, our only option is to wait until we can take a rest to attune to them, because nobody has identify.
Well,
It is dark. I mean, it was dusk when the lizard folk approached the camp.
Yeah, and they were clearly planning to camp here tonight, so it should be safe enough to camp here tonight. Nobody else is probably coming.
So I hold
'Cause
out
that was probably them.
I hold out the beetle necklace. Who would like this?
You said it's good for protection?
It seems that way.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
Always been
point at
partial to beetles.
Finrond. Has he received anything of use yet?
Not as of yet. I suppose I can take a chance. Beetles aren't really my thing, but I just shrug and accept the necklace.
Is everybody does anybody else want it?
Crow expressed interest, but when you suggested that Finron take it, he offers no complaint.
Agreed.
What about the rod?
The rod, well, with its many myriad forms, I believe that our battle-tested warrior over here, says gesturing towards Isifa, would be able to find many uses for it.
Isn't she a
After
finesse
all,
fighter?
you could still wield your shortened blade in one hand and the flaming longsword in the other.
But that's a pokey thing, and I wield slashy things.
But the flaming longsword is a slashy thing. With fire.
Longswords are pokey things. Fire is pretty cool. Fire seems very cool, yes.
It's fire and it's slashy.
It's pokey, I think, isn't it?
Also,
It's a slashing weapon. It's a longsword.
But
Well,
how does
okay.
that interact with two-weapon fighting? Because it's
As long as her offhand weapon would be a light weapon, so she can use it.
you have to have a light weapon in
You
your
have to
main
have two
hand
light
too.
weapons.
yeah,
Really?
you
I
need
thought it
both
was just
them.
the offhand.
No.
No,
No, you have to have it in both,
unless you take the feet.
which I didn't.
I want the
think
rod!
You have to be a fighter to take that feat.
No.
Maybe not.
I will keep it with me if no one else protests.
Do we really want to give Rana more weapons?
I'll raise the rod over
Yes.
my head. I will strike you again if you suggest such a thing.
On the other hand, let's take them away. No, I'm kidding, Rana, I'm kidding.
This isn't like the other. I don't believe there's any malicious magic attached to this thing, as he twirls it around looking at the buttons.
Is it actually, is the rod a magical item, or is it just an item like some of them where
It's
you
a
don't
magical
use it
item.
to?
Yes, it's a magical item.
Did you know the other one was cursed when you first got it?
Well, no, of course I wouldn't know that. Let's put
I'm
it this
okay with
way.
Rano having it.
Rano doesn't have a magic weapon because he was forced to give up his old one.
This is true.
Yeah. So we can take a rest and attune?
I would like that.
Yep.
Unless you guys would like to proceed through the swamp for roughly another day's travel at night.
Hell no.
Without rest, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we should rest. I'll take the first one.
Rest, right?
The necklace is a scarab of protection. Once you attune to it, you have advantage on saving throws against spells, and it has 12 charges. If you fail a save against a necromancy spell or a harmful effect from an undead creature, you can use a reaction to use one charge and turn the fail into a success. The scarab is destroyed when you use the last of the charges. But if you never use the last of the charges, you permanently have advantage against spells. So that's pretty cool.
That's
Sweet.
good.
That's also why I kind of like Isifa, because you guys have rings of spell turning. You already.
Yep.
But then there's this thing!
Which is amazing.
Yes, it is. But
Yeah, I'm
what
really
sucks,
excited.
right, is
Paralyze and terrify and
Isifa
Lord.
can't really benefit because they're all like heavy weapons, right? because I went Cleric 1, I can only use it as a +3 mace. Well, it's still a +3 mace. And then the other options for the Climbing Rod, the Drain Life, the Paralyze, the Terrify. So, still pretty good, but I'm kind of salty that I can't just walk around with the Flaming Longsword.
You can't.
I wouldn't have... Well, yeah, but then if we go into a fight, my first action's gonna be turn it into a mace.
Yeah.
Either that, or I just take my next feat for, like, what is it, Martial Mastery, or where you get to pick proficiency with certain weapons.
Well, for that one, it would be worth doing.
Yeah. Well, no, because I think I'm good just using it as the mace. Because I wouldn't use it as a flame tongue because Warcaster. I wouldn't do two-handed attack. Oh no, it's a longsword. I could use it with one hand, and then still get the. But you lose to +3. It doesn't matter. You're talking a bunch of garbage. See, because as a flame tongue, it's not a +3 weapon, but you get 2 extra d6.
We're just sitting around the campfire chatting about this stuff. So.
Yeah, but we're talking mechanics. I don't think Rana would be like, oh, but it loses a +3, but I get 2 extra d6. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
I'm just imagining Rano's doing that, and I have no idea what he's talking about at this point. It's almost like he's just rambling on.
Yep. Crow will lean over to Lou. Must be Furbolg stuff.
And Asifa is listening with rapt attention.
I think the best part of this weapon, there will never
by crocodiles.
There will never be another door that we can't cross.
That's true.
What if it's made of steel?
Read it.
Oh.
It turns into a handheld battering ram that gets +10 to strength checks made to break through doors, barricades, or other barriers. And it has 2 handholds so that somebody can assist you as you... So it's like, I'm going to make a strength check with +10 and advantage. Poof!
Well, now Giz is just going to make all the doors reinforced, you know?
That's okay.
It's just the flaws were coming in.
And then there's the
I
climbing
want to see
pole.
a crocodile wield this.
What was the lizard folk had? Yeah, tell me something's up high now.
Now that is cool.
Yeah, I love this weapon. I have one on Theodore, so that's what he uses. Which is why.
Yeah, that climbing thing is really cool.
How did we manage to get it?
Twitch God. They rolled it.
Twitch Gods! Thank you, Twitch Gods! Yay! Ooh, it indicates a compass, too. And an altimeter. Cool.
Yeah, I'll be honest though, Ronald will probably never use that because he's just too dumb to benefit from the information.
I mean, why would
he?
Why
Well,
would
no.
you ever know?
Well, actually, no. It's not that he's too dumb. It's he would already know. Like he's a druid and he's like uber proficient in survival. I should be able to tell which way is north and about how deep we are anyway.
Why would you ever need to know how low beneath the ground you
Well, maybe you're in the Underdark and you desperately need to get back to the surface.
So I no longer smell now. That is great.
Well, you no longer smell it if I let you sleep through the night.
Oh no.
Don't worry, Stinky. I'm letting you guys get a full, long rest. No interruption.
I'll take the first watch.
Rana, you gonna cast good berries before you guys go to sleep, or when you get up?
Well, I'm gonna cast it a bunch before we go to sleep. I'm gonna cast. You know what? I'm just gonna use the level 1 slots because I don't want to get confused. I'm gonna cast it 2 times. The berries I had at the start of the day will go away because it only lasts for 24 hours. But then I'll have 20 berries for tomorrow that will last for until like midday.
Okay, you guys wake up in the morning, and you basically have 2 choices of direction, 2 main choices. One is back down the path you guys came from, back towards the roadhouse. The other is the direction that the lizard folk came from. There is no, like, path marked, but you can see that it's been kind of cleared, where you can easily get the boats through.
Let's take the boat path.
Yeah, it's probably better.
But none of us can navigate the boat.
It's a boat. How hard could it be?
Probably pretty hard.
I mean, it's a canoe. You paddle.
And
That-
who here's never been on a boat before?
Well, don't let each steer the boat. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure we could figure
I'm
it
strong
out.
though. If you showed me how to paddle, I could do that.
I'll wild shape into a crocodile and push the boat. Help steer it that way.
Okie dokie.
So how many boats are you guys going to take?
How
Oh,
many?
Keep in mind, this is going to be an all-day travel. So your croc form will not last for the entire trip.
How many people can the boat hold? Just one boat.
One boat, if you have no gear, it'll hold 5 normal-sized humans.
And then with
Right,
gear, I
right.
assume 2 or 3.
Yeah.
2 or 3 with gear.
So we could probably take 2 boats.
Well,
Push it.
Rana can run. Rana, how long can you use your human form, which is a little bit smaller?
I can use my human form indefinitely.
But
Well,
that
we
just
could
makes them
just-
look smaller, not.
We could
act-
just take all of the boats. I mean, there are 3 boats, right?
Oh, plus however many they brought.
There's a total of 6 boats here. The 3 that were leaning against the tree where you guys were hiding, and the 3 that the lizard folk brought with them.
Okay,
Let's take
then we
the ones they
just
brought.
let's just take 3, 2 each to a boat.
Agreed.
I'm frightened
Why?
because I'd much prefer to travel over the land.
Well, this will be much quicker since we will be less encumbered by the terrain. We just move at the pace of the river and however fast we row.
But
Also,
none
they
of us
can't
are
ambush
skilled in
us
navigating the boat. We'll move just as slowly, fumbling with the oars.
Yes, but at least if we're moving slowly, we won't be exhausted from trying to basically hike there, or we can't be ambushed.
I will go along with whatever plan you guys devise, but I am publicly voicing my opinion that traveling on the land would be better.
Except there isn't land out this way, and us if it gestures towards the water for the direction towards the castle thing.
This
We would
this
have
is
to
nothing.
swim.
It's only ankle high.
Yeah, but water gets deeper.
I am tall.
This is just probably not as tall as when we get into the middle.
As you are standing there complaining about it only being ankle deep, you notice you are now knee deep because your feet have sunk into the muck and mire at the bottom of the water.
Asuka climbs into a boat.
So I look down and I look up like this is fine. Look, I'm still well above the water level.
And then the water will get deeper, and then you'll have to try
And
to
also-
swim.
And Asuka is grabbing onto, let's see, these are canoes, so it's 1 oar on each side, and she's looking like she's trying to figure out how to use an oar.
Guys, I just really don't want to get in the boat.
Yeah, well, me either, but do you
Have
really
a
want
good
to go
night.
that
See you,
way?
Tar the
can
Gosh.
walk
Thank you
in
very
that
much
muck.
again.
Go ahead and walk in the muck. Nobody's forcing you to get in a boat.
I go up to Rano and put my hand on his shoulder, imbuing it with magic and bravery. Oh, do not fear, my friend. You have faced much worse foes than a mere river.
Rano is not afraid! How dare you insinuate such a thing? Rano just simply has a preference for walking as opposed to being in boats.
So how are we splitting up boats?
Oh, hi, Kiki.
I don't want to be with Rano.
Did I wake you up yelling in my Rano
Well,
voice?
climb in here with me. The two younglings can figure this out.
Got it.
Wait, you don't want to be in my boat, boy?
No, because you
don't wanna
seem
be in a
like you have exactly. You seem a little nervous.
Look how large I am! We furbolgs are not meant to travel on the water.
It needs to be even on both sides of the boat, or then whatever side I'm on, it's going to be up and above the water, and you're going to be below. It's just it's a matter.
Canoes were probably sitting one in front of another.
Yeah, I mean we can't sit side.
So wait, nobody who climbs into my boat will make it even. Like, I'm pretty sure the next closest person to my weight, I outweigh them by several hundred pounds.
I think we need 2 people in.
Oh, this is
Rano's
it!
boat.
This is why he's trying to figure out how much we weigh.
Okay, so
What is the order of boats? From the sounds of it, it sounds like Roland and Crow are in one,
Okay,
Finron and Rano are in a
say
second,
hi.
Lou and Asifa are in a third. Which boat
Meow.
is in front?
Okay, I love you very much. Goodbye.
well, Lou and Rano probably aren't. I mean, Lou and what's my name?
You.
Asuka. Probably not, waiting.
Oh,
around.
no!
We're figuring this out.
She has the
time.
sewer rot. She's forgotten her own name. Quick, tie her down.
I say we let Rano
Let's-
lead the charge. He seems very brave. Go ahead, Rano. Isfa, if that's okay with you, I'd preferably stay in the back and follow. Or at least
Wait, are we not wait, what are we doing?
figure out
So
the order of
Asifa-
boats.
So Asifa is starting on strokes to figure out this. She's starting to row.
Oh, I'm gonna throw my
whatever.
arm around Lou. Me and the boy are together again then.
Why?
Let's just go. We've been wasting enough time sitting here arguing.
I would very much like to argue about it further, if I may.
What?
Asifa is paddling.
Oh no, they are leaving us, Lou.
I'm in the boat with Isfa.
Not anymore. I'd imagine I
Not
put my
anymore.
arm around you and then just yanked you off the boat.
I can't.
So, what is the marching order, or in this case, the rowing order?
Well, I guess Asifa's out front since she's the one who said she's actively paddling.
And we follow close behind.
Our boat,
now I'm
would I
gone.
imagine, would be very slow because very heavy. In more ways than one. I'm also wearing heavy armor. Well, shit.
Great.
Yeah, between me and my gear, it's like 400 pounds.
I don't think our boat can stay on the water equally. I feel
Just
like
shut up
we're
and row! This was your idea!
it just wasn't my idea to be in your.
Were those words, boy? I'm afraid I don't know what a bird is. Just grab the oar!
So
grab
trying this out, being left-handed, Asifa, I think, is finding she's more comfortable rowing with the oar on the with paddling on the right side. Roland, I don't know if you want to paddle on the left side or what.
Yeah, Roland's going to help out on the left side. Otherwise, I feel like we're going to go around in circles.
Dang, only a minute. Never mind.
You googling how to row a boat?
No, what? No. I was thinking about using conjure animals to bring a bunch of crocodiles to help push our boat. Otherwise, we're just gonna spin in circles. But they only last a minute. They wouldn't do anything.
You can, well, see here. You can go, paddle on one side and then move over to the other side, back and forth. Because you can. These are narrow boats. You can reach both sides of the boat.
All right. So
What sort of
what we
skill
got
checks do
is
you want us to do?
Roland and Asifa in boat 1, Lou and
Yep.
Rano in boat 2, Finron and Crow in boat 3. Is that correct?
I
think
thought we
we
were in the back.
Yeah, Finrod and Crow said they were close behind us, so they're second.
Remember, I got a big butt. We don't move fast.
All right, you guys are in your boats, trying to make it through the swamp. As you can see, you guys are all close enough together that you can easily see the other members of your party. It takes you guys a couple hours to get it figured out, but eventually you guys do figure out how to get the boats to travel along the path, which, as you guys can see, the farther along you go, you can see that there's like burn marks on trees basically pointing the direction that you need to go. A lot of the bigger trees have been cleared out where you can barely see the stump above the water. And there is no current, so all movement is what you guys are doing. After roughly 6 hours of travel, you all notice that it gets really quiet. You don't hear bugs chirping, you don't hear the birds. It's like a really eerie silence where you guys are at, traveling along the path right now.
And I sort of stop paddling and listen and look around.
I'd imagine she mostly hears Rano complaining from the back. Stop rocking the boat! You're upsetting my stomach!
The only waves you guys feel are the ones that you guys are creating by rowing.
Yes,
The only
it's...
noise you can hear right now is Ronald complaining about getting sick because of the waves.
Isifa is Lou! He keeps shifting his weight around in the boat and it just wiggles from side to side.
You hit me like 3 times my... Yeah, if it's anyone, it's you.
I can't talk right now.
Asuka leans forward and asks Roland, do you happen to have a silence spell?
I do not.
Oh, pity.
Useful right now.
So, looking around, do we see any other reason other than the noise racket behind us as to why everything's quiet?
Yep.
Oh no.
Aren't those land thingies? What are they doing in the water?
Maybe they're like skating along the tops of the water, you know, like water striders. Or they could lapel down, right?
Aren't these those spidery thingies?
Yep.
I don't actually.
Spiders.
Yes, they're giant spiders. They're basically climbing along the trees, and they hear lunch, so they attack.
Oh, they drop down on us.
Certain spiders can actually walk on water because they don't break the tension. Maybe
I doubt these are small enough to do that. They're not going to have large enough foot pads to distribute though. Sorry, Asa wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm missing a couple in the turn tracker.
Sorry. It's just hard to maintain composure.
Rano has permanent disadvantage while he's on water.
So how are the mechanics here going to work? Because if we move too much, we're going to tip over our canoes.
Don't rock the boat.
Don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
Okay, this will be fun.
Roland, you are first.
Alright. I'm going to point over this one over here. And I'm just going to cast Mind Spike on it.
I'm thirsty. Let's see if I can go grab some water. Come right back.
And then that's it.
Okay. Crow?
Alright, well, Crow's going to start off. He's just going to draw his short bow and shoot the one closest to him.
And your arrow misses.
End of turn.
Ossifa?
Well, Osifa was already kind of irked and irritated in seeing these. She just gets downright mad.
Oh no. No.
Roland, take 3.
Are these boats fire resistant?
They're wooden. Did you just light the boat on fire?
Hopefully it's not that much, right? It's only 3 points. They have more than 3 hit points, right?
They should. If they can bear 2 to 5 people, it should.
Yeah,
wait,
but
these boats can fit 5 people? Why are we so spread out?
without gear. They can fit that many without gear, but only 2 or 3 with all the gear. Okay, so, yeah. Well, so she's not very smart here and is in this and is going to find out how deep the water is here. How deep is the water?
When you initially step in, you drop to about your knee range, but then you can feel yourself sink to about your waist.
Okay, and I'm going to slice at the thing.
Oh, knee range. Never mind.
Actually, I'm going to do a second attack against him, too.
And both attacks hit.
And that will end my turn since I used my bonus action to rage.
Finrond, what would you like to do?
I'm just going to firebolt the water fleet next to me.
And that hits.
And with a bonus action, I will grant Angry Crow a Bardic Inspiration die.
Nice. What's your dice right now? Is it D6 or D8?
Hold on. It is 1d6.
Sweet.
Okay, Rano, in the middle of combat, he is not very happy at all. He's like, I need to get off this boat. So he's gonna wild shape into a crocodile, and then we'll just jump into the water. That'll be my turn.
All right. It is now the giant spider's turn. We're going to start with the one closest to Roland.
Miss.
The one next to Ossifa.
Miss.
Finrond. And then Angry Crow.
Yep, that'll hit.
Lou.
It's a miss.
And the one on the other side of the boat saw the big man jump off into the water, and he's going
Ooh.
to cast that.
Restrained? Restrained.
Yes.
Very nice.
Then that one is going to finish his movement by diving under the water.
Ew, an underwater spider.
Lou, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this one right in front of me.
And that hits.
And the second one.
And your second shot missed.
Okay.
Oh, they're doing good up there.
That is all.
Roland, it is your turn.
Alright, so I assume the one that attacked me is actually much closer to me.
Yep, thanks for reminding me. I forgot to move the token. But yes, he is.
Alright, then I'm just going to take out my short sword and try and stab it from atop.
And that hits.
And that's it.
One. Wow.
Angry Crow.
Yep. Crow is going to draw his short sword and slash at the one that just bit him. I'm going to use... Oh, one sec. Yeah, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on that. So 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits. I'm just looking at your sneak attack to see if that actually plays a part, but he is within 5 of Finrod.
Yep.
Nice.
And then Unarmed strike.
And that also hits.
Okay, end of turn.
How is how's my physical situation changing? Am I have I stabilized at the knee deep?
It's between knee and waist deep right now, but for the most part, you don't feel like you're sinking, but you can tell it's still mushy, soft underneath you.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attack. And attack again.
And with
Okay,
your
so
second attack, it dies.
So I'm going to attempt to move. Can I make it to there? In the muck?
Difficult terrain, but yes, you can.
Okay, and I'm still somewhat stable here?
You've sunk to waist deep right now. So, I mean, you sunk a little bit, but right now you're not sinking any farther than where you're at.
Okay, so I'm going to backhand with the offhand. And that will end my turn.
Finrod, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Thunder Wave at the spider next to me.
That's an area of effect?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna put the block up so we can see where it is.
It should be fine.
It would
Go
go
for it.
straight out. So it'd be like...
Except it's on the other side, which will probably get me.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't reach that. It'd just hit the spider.
Yeah, either way, he's hitting one spider.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so is it pushed away from him?
You aiming at the one on your left or the one on where the... Did you put the cube up there? Finn?
Yes.
Okay. And then it gets pushed away from you.
10 feet away.
Okay, that's it for me.
Alright, restrained crocodile.
Yes, I am a crocodile. Kerchomp. That is a miss.
And you miss.
I am done.
Alright, it is now the giant spider's turn. Not liking that they are getting beat up, they're gonna try something different. First one's at Roland.
Yep, that hit.
Second one's at Osifa.
Miss.
Third one, I'm trying to see if it's an AoE or if it's a one target attack. One creature, okay. Crow, you hit him, he's gonna try to restrain you.
It's a miss.
Then now it's Lou. At the start of his turn, the one hiding in the water he's going to move over there and he's going to take a bite.
You have advantage. I'm restrained. And he was hidden. Woohoo! Good karma for honesty.
Yeah, it would have disadvantage on the web against Roland, by the way.
I thought it missed.
No, the one against Roland hit. Why would he have disadvantage?
It's a ranged attack. And he's in melee range.
No. Yeah. It's... Where are you getting its a ranged attack?
Sure, I've used them before.
It is a ranged weapon attack. It says that under the description. But all the spiders then dive under the water. They're still there, and you know that they're there because you can hear them, partially see them, but they all dive to underwater. Lou?
I'm gonna hold an action as soon as one pops out and fire an Eldritch Blast.
Roland?
Alright, so is it just a strength check to break out? Or can I actually attack with my short sword to cut it off of me?
You can use your attack to do it.
Alright, then I will be doing that to try and get out of this thing. Oh, sorry.
And the webbing is destroyed. You are no longer restrained.
Perfect. And that's it.
Ingrid Crow, what would you like to do?
Alright, Crow's just going to shift up over next to Finrond and ready an attack with his short sword against any spiders that come within reach.
Osipa?
So, can I tell roughly where the one next to me moved to by the movement of the water around me?
There was a short movement on the surface when it dived under, but there was no directional movement, so you can't tell if it's below you or if it dove straight down and then moved.
It's not that deep water. I'm gonna go ahead and attack at disadvantage then.
And your attack splashes water.
So, does the offhand one hit anything?
It felt like it hit something, but you're not completely sure.
Okay, and that'll end my turn.
Finrod?
Okay, I'm going to ready an action and shoot a firebolt at the next spider that pops up out of the water.
Crocodile?
I will. What's the DC to break out of the web? Do we know? DC 12. So DC 12 or
Strength.
AC 10 with disadvantage.
Correct.
Yeah, we're just gonna try to break free.
And you are no longer restrained.
Alright. And then, I too will go under the water. Ha 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 ha.
Once you get to the bottom, you can see two spiders staring straight at you.
I'm done. Do they have blind sense? Oh, they do. Shit.
Alright, it is now the giant spider's turn. Let's start with the one next to Asifa.
Miss.
They have advantage. Unseen attacker.
Okay, it hits.
Would they be visible if they were attacking, or are they still technically
The water is very murky, correct? Isn't that the whole point? That once they are submerged, we can't see them?
Correct.
Yeah, so it's a...
And the one that dove down right next to Asifa, all he's got to do is attack the legs right next to him.
Got him.
Oh, actually, I only take the 8, and then I have the Constitution save on the poison. I take the poison.
Did you say 8? You're raging.
Thank you.
Should know that.
Alright, now
It's
we're
been a
gonna
while
start
since
with-
I've been hit.
Yeah, I know.
You're at
We're going to start
32.
with the two next to the crocodile. Started their turn. And they're going to attack the crocodile.
Ouch.
You can see them. They can see you.
Was that both bites? 18 and 14?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll roll the second con save. And passed them both. So 5 and... Okay.
Alright. We got two left. We're going to start with the one up next to Roland. He's going to resurface. Let's have those held actions. Spider surface. Lou, I need yours. Finrod. You're not sure which one hit, but they both look like they hit, and that spider died.
Yes.
Now the one next to Crow's boat. He is going to surface.
Okay, Crow's gonna give him a stabbing. Or maybe not.
And that attack misses.
Oh.
He is then going to attack Crow.
Yep.
After that, he's then going to dive back under.
So is he? Well, it does. I guess it doesn't matter. But are they like leaving engagement when they're going down?
They're still right next to the boat. It's not that deep, so they're still within the 5 feet leave engagement range, so you would not get an attack of opportunity.
That's
Right.
Blue, it is your turn.
Since I can't see me, I'm just gonna hold another action for 1-on-1 resurfs to throw another Elder.
Roland, what would you like to do?
All right. Roland is going to hold his action to cast a mind spike on the next spider that's within range. That pops up.
What's the range on Mind Spike?
60 feet.
Crow?
Crow's just going to ready another slash with his short sword against one that comes within range. Within melee range.
Ossifa.
All right. Well, I know he's still there because he bit at me. He bit me. So I'm going to attack again.
Alright, that attack does hit, and you see his body basically float up to the surface, legs curled. You can tell he's dead.
And so I lift a foot and sort of kick it away and start looking around for the next one. That'll end my turn.
not gonna move.
Finron?
Okay, Finron's going blast fishing. He's going to reach his hand down into the water and cast another thunder wave.
I don't know why, but that image gives me joy. Just woof, and all the water is displaced. It's kind of funny.
Alright, Thunderwave does hit. The backlash of casting that tips the boat over, dumping both you and Crow into the water.
What's it matter, though? I mean, you haven't been doing underwater combat. It's not like being in the water is a big deal.
Any other action you'd like to do? Or bonus action?
That's it for now.
I love you, Daddy Warbucks.
Dark Mage Arcanus,
Crocodile?
25 months. Holy shit. Yes, I am a crocodile. Rawr. I'm going to attack the one above me. I do not have advantage. It's 13. I miss.
And your bite misses.
I'm gonna swim up to the top. Rawr, 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 rawr. I'm done.
Alright. It is now the giant spider's turn. We'll start with the one next to the capsized boat. While staying underwater, he's going to move to there. And he is going to bite at
Oh, that's why it matters, because then they don't have to surface.
at Angry Crow.
It's a mess.
Now we start the turn for the two next to the crocodile. They are going to bite at the crocodile. Blue?
I don't know what. I guess I'm just gonna hold an action until one resurfaces.
Rolling.
What are you holding?
Eldritch Blast.
Just make bonfires in the water.
I don't think I can do that.
Why not?
Those things don't mix very well.
It's magical fire. Ooh.
And Roland, what would you like to do?
No. I really don't know where exactly they went to. So I guess I'm just holding an action to blast one of them as soon as they surface. And I'm going to yell out to the party, I'm like, get back in the boats!
Angry Crow, it is your turn. You know he's there, but you're not quite sure on his exact location.
I'm just gonna stab him and flurry of blows.
Give him an underwater kick.
Yep.
It's a miss.
So that's the stab. And unarmed strikes.
Miss. Oh. So they all miss?
Looks like.
Except one floated to the surface.
Yeah. Well, he killed it. Congratulations!
Oh, I forgot he had disadvantage on him. I saw the 18 right off the bat, so I was marking him as dead. Alright, I'll let you have that.
Alright, and then Crow will, I guess, climb onto the boat.
Alright. Asifa?
Okay, so I think there's still one accounted for up by Roland, so I'm going to start moving until, as far as I can, until I bump into it. I know, difficult terrain and all that. So that's 10 feet, 20 feet. That's as far as I can go. Rage drops because I don't attack. Well, let's see if I bump into anything.
You won't.
And you
Okay.
did not bump into anything.
Okay, rage drops.
Finrond.
Except I am going to hold a strike if something appears.
I'll hold a firebolt. That's it. And get back in the boat.
I guess there's 4 dead ones over there, which means the one next to Roland is not unaccounted for. Oh well.
Crocodile.
Alright. We're gonna dip down into the water. Chomp! Ooh, I got one. So now they're grappled and restrained. I use the rest of my movement to pull it to the surface of the water. You're coming with me!
Which one was the one above you?
This one here.
Yep, they must be. I just saw his HP switch. Alright, everybody holding an action that's ranged.
What? All of them?
Yep. Well, they all said they were holding an action for the next spider they saw surface. So, that is the next spider. All 3 of those... Yeah. No point in him rolling for half damage because he is...
So that's the last spider.
Crocodile's thrashing its head.
Alright.
That's it.
Anything else, Croc?
Nope.
Alright, start of the giant spider's turn.
Uh-oh.
Crocodile.
It's a miss.
Yeah, I know. I got the turn tracker covering my name, so I didn't even notice I had a nat 20 sitting there. Oh well. Alright, that is the end of the spider's turn. Lou.
I'm just gonna hold another Eldritch Blast for if one resurface.
Roland.
Roland's going to yell out to Rondo. He's like, Rondo, I like your plan. Bring more to the surface. Oh, no.
Angry Crow.
Crow is going to sheath his short sword and ready an action with his short bow that if a spider surfaces, he's going to shoot it.
Safa.
Okay, I'm gonna move, and if I run into it, I'll attack. If I don't run into it, I will hold an attack in case one comes up within melee range of me.
Finron.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to ready another firebolt. That's
Crocodile.
screwed.
Really could have used Bardic. Alright, Crocodile's gonna do the same thing. Swim down a little bit so I can see him. Chomp! Oh.
And your bite misses.
Alright, I'm done.
And start of the giant spider's turn.
He already has his web. He recharged it last turn.
Yeah, and he used it to attack you with.
Oh, that's right, he did. I'm sorry. I forgot. He's gonna try to web me again? Oh, you dirty
Yes,
rat! So, the crocodile's covered.
And then he's going to move.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yep.
Ah!
And your bite misses.
Yeah, it does. This is stupid webbing.
Lou, it is your turn.
I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna jump in the water
No!
and do I?
With where the crocodile and spiders have been thrashing, you drop to about chest level into water.
Do I know that, or could I tell where he was trying to attack at?
Like where I
You know
last
the
attacked?
general area where the crocodile was trying to attack, but right now you can't see anything under the water.
Got it. Well, I'm gonna attempt to stab where the crocodile was trying to.
I just took an op attack, Lane.
Oh,
I walked away.
I stabbed
And your
the water.
attack misses.
Got anything?
Roland.
Roland's still not saying anything. But he's going to move to the end of the boat here and continue and hold another Eldritch Blast, just waiting for the thing to surface.
Crow.
Crow is
Lucio
gonna hold
stinky?
another
No.
short bow.
He rested.
Ready to action.
And
He's also
we're
gonna
submerged in
sneak
water.
and use patient defense. Give himself and be able to dodge as a bonus action.
Osifa?
Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving, and let me know if I suppose I should move short distances if I bump into any. That's as far as I can go.
You did not bump into anything.
Activate your rage.
Okay, so I'll
Activate
hold
your
an
rage.
attack if something
Rage.
comes up, surfaces in melee range.
Finrond.
Same, just wait till I see the spider and firebolt it.
Crocodile.
I have to try and break free.
Alright, it is now the giant spider's turn. Osifa, you're not sure where the hit came from?
I fell asleep and then chips just.
Okay.
Yep. Now what?
The spider is then going to move. Since Osifa has no clue that he's there, she does not get an attack of opportunity. Lou, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to cut our crocodile out of the. Are you kidding?
You suck!
I was off by 2. That's it.
Roland, it is your turn.
Alright, Roland's getting impatient, so he's just going to start throwing Eldritch Blast out at the water, see if he hits anything. I'm going to aim right about there.
A2, miss.
You see the water sizzle, and nothing else happens as far as you can tell.
Actually, you can't.
Yeah,
can't do
I was
that.
just about to say that.
Eldritch Blast, you have to have a creature target.
Oh, does it? Yep, it does. Alright. Well, I guess I'm just holding it then, waiting for something to surface.
Angry Crow.
Crow will just keep readying the short bow action.
Osifa.
Do it!
I am.
Rage! Rage! Say it!
Oh.
Hear my message.
It's in range of me.
Hear my
I'm just
message.
gonna do a strength to get out of it
No! No!
and fail.
Rage!
You are still
Rage! You can still do it!
Alright.
I'm aiming that at the crocodile's webbing.
Alright, Crocodile, you are now free.
Oh, yes!
And it is your turn, Mr. Crocodile.
Alright. Crocodile immediately dives underwater, and using my handy dandy swim speed, we're gonna get right up in his grill. Oh God!
And your bite misses.
Yes, but everybody else would see me go to this location and thrashing and snapping towards this way. I mean, it's probably definitely going to move now because it's right after me.
Alright, it is the spider's turn. Mr. Crocodile.
Yeah, I'm webbed again. Hooray. Doesn't mean I'm not going to
And
try to
Bunny's
bite
gonna
you.
move.
Oh! Get back here! So, if I hit it with the op attack, it's grappled and restrained. That's right. You come back here.
Lou, it is your turn.
I'm gonna climb back in the boat and hold an Eldritch Blast until it resurfaces.
Okay. You know about where he is because the webbed crocodile went straight to him.
He has to be able to target it.
I have to see him to throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Roland.
Well, for my action, I am just going to use my Pact of the Blade and conjure a halberd in hand. And then that's it for my turn.
Angry Crow.
Alright, well, Crow can see the crocodile thrashing against something, so he's going to go ahead and fire an arrow right here.
Disadvantage at a target you can't see.
It's restrained, so it would be at normal.
It's underwater.
Well, they don't stack, so...
Oh no, you're within the normal range. You're good. You're good, fam.
Yep.
Alright. Anything else, Crow?
Nope, that's it.
Ossifa.
Alright, let's try breaking this again. I don't know, I could rage and then go attack the crocodile.
But it's meta knowledge.
Hey, you managed to break free.
Alright, so I'm gonna move and see if I bump into anything. I'm heading to where the crocodile's holding on to something. But I can't quite get there.
No bonus action after your move.
So if I do the rage now, but I don't attack this turn, do I lose it immediately? Oh, because I could take damage, but it's on. Okay, fine. I'm raging.
Alright. Finron, it is your turn.
Okay, I am granting bardic inspiration to the crocodile.
Oh yes.
Okay.
And ready fireball.
Crocodile, it is your turn.
Alright, gonna dive down, and we're gonna bite. I will use that bardic inspiration. You're level 5?
You are restrained.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I'm not.
Nope. Never mind. Rage took it off. Sorry.
Finn, you're level 5?
I'm level 4.
Oh, so it's still D6? I don't think it could matter. No. So 10 is a miss.
10 is a miss.
I still have him grappled from the last bite. I'll use my movement to force him to the top of the water.
Alright. Everybody holding an action. Alright, I think that's everyone that had an action, and that last crocodile died.
Spider.
Yeah, don't kill the crocodile. I'm friendly. Ish.
I just wanted to see how long it would take for someone to realize that. But yes, the spider is dead, and combat is over.
Rawr,
The
rawr, rawr, rawr.
last crocodiles were friendly.
Rawr, 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 rawr. Crocodile is growling and snapping at Isifa. Then it starts just swimming through the water to get back to its boat. Oh.
Alright, I just saw what time it is. I'm not sure how much longer you want to go.
How much more? I mean, 10 is usually our stopping point. Do you want to...
Well, we still have about 8 hours of daylight travel time to get to where you guys are headed.
Oh, good. We'll have time for a long rest somewhere, hopefully.
No, you won't.
No!
It's the middle of the day. If we stop now, we stop in the middle of the day. We will then continue in the middle of the day.
So, start next session without... Or, well, we just rested. Like, literally, right before that fight. We should still be full on stuff.
No, but I was thinking we'll have a chance to get a long rest before we reach the castle.
Maybe.
I don't need one. I don't need one right now. I was just thinking.
I'm going to paddle our boat up close to theirs and hand Crow some of the good berries. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you guys 10 berries to keep on the middle boat. Then we'll go up to Isifa. We'll give her 5 berries, and then we'll keep 5 berries on the back boat. Four berries, because
And these are 4 hit point berries.
Yes. Every time.
Okay. Would we get a short rest?
Well, the paddling the boats is that wouldn't be light activity.
If we don't paddle for an hour.
We're not going anywhere.
Well, if you don't paddle for an hour, you basically don't go anywhere for an hour.
That's kind of what a short rest would be, yeah.
Good attitude.
I think we can keep going a while. Do we need to make that decision? If we're stopping now, do we need to make that decision now, or do we want to make that decision next week?
It would be next week. I mean,
Yeah. If we're wrapping the session, we're just gonna calc XP and go. So let's do that. I'm making a call. Alright. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you being here. Especially appreciate those of you that sub, donated, and cheered. It really means a lot. And if you enjoyed the show, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Ghosts of Saltmarsh. See you around, everybody.